What's up, weenies? Welcome to COGS Special Sin and Gin podcast. I am Victor Garsley.
I'm the Crow Boy.
And I am Halo.
Oh, that's different.
That is different. Yes, and welcome to Sin and Gin podcast, the podcast where we play games, we tell facts, and we frequently get into fights with horse-sized ducks and duck-sized horses.
That's a question that's used quite a lot. How terrifying would a horse-sized duck... I mean, duck-sized horses are fine.
Yeah, you can just kick them.
How terrifying would a horse-sized duck be? I mean, ducks are pretty scary with their snappity snaps.
Yeah, I mean, mainly geese, aren't they? Geese are horrific.
Yeah, but even ducks. I mean, imagine.
Imagine.
Imagine the carnage. Imagine the bread loaf you'd need.
Yeah. So, how are we doing, guys? It's good to see you, and good to see Halo in her fallout shelter.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like you are preparing for the end.
This is where I spent quarantine, in these four walls, with a hole in the ground.
For those who can't see for one reason or another, is Nancy appears to be in some kind of MDF prison with with her accessories, a piano, a tom drum, and a map of half of the world.
Yeah.
Europe, it looks like mostly.
Yeah. But sometimes that's all you need in life to get by.
Don't worry about America or Africa or any of that.
Fake.
It's all fake news.
It's all made up. I actually have heard, this is a bit of a tangent, and if you are new to Sin and Gin, we are all about tangents. Our whole show is just one long tangent.
Yeah.
But isn't that life? I've heard that a lot of flat earthers deny that Australia is real. And that's my favourite thing.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Have they not heard Australians? Where do they think all the Australians are?
Didn't they think that Australia was set up by NASA?
There's something weird. I don't know. I've heard many things like Australia isn't real. It's not where we think it is. Everyone from Australia is part of a government scheme.
Nancy, you know a lot about NASA and space and stuff. Does Australia exist?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't exist.
There we are, guys. It's confirmed. Australia does not exist.
Just thought I'd say at the top of this, before we get into what's going on in the show, we should point out that if you're brand new to this, or if you're regular, this isn't our normal setup. We know there's normally four smelly boys, and actually we're two smelly boys and
one smelly girl.
One smelly girl, but obviously this is more band centric, isn't it, Matt?
Yes, this is a more centric round Victor and the Bully.
Which you should listen to.
You should listen to Victor and the Bully if you haven't checked us out already.
And it should be noted that you are selflessly promoting your own merchandise there, Matt.
Yes, I am. I mean, hey, it's a good T-shirt. It works. I do actually wear a lot of the Victor and the Bully T-shirts because I do quite like the designs.
And you have a lot of them.
Yeah. I think it's time for a new one
every day.
Yeah.
Don't wash them.
Yeah.
And then sell them with the sweat. Added value.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, you don't sweat?
No, I don't.
Sell it with your skin flakes in it.
Yeah. That's skin flake merch. No, it's a skin flake beard balm.
And why are we all together today?
We're all together today for the death of Prince Philip.
No, let's not talk about him.
We are here for a COGS special. Now, you two have not been to COGS.
Not been to COGS.
And hopefully one day we can. And obviously, due to the incident, it was sadly missed.
It's in America, right?
It is in America, New Jersey. Yeah,
quick, Nancy, do your best American accent.
Go.
What should I say? Give me a sentence.
I'm Nancy, and I love hot dogs and beer.
I'm Nancy, and I love hot dogs and beer.
Wow. That's actually quite good.
Whenever $15 I ever spent.
I thought it was going to be shit, but it's actually quite good.
Whenever I try and do an American accent, it just comes out.
I'm like, howdy do it? What we got coming up this stream?
Yes, we've got a slightly shorter episode, mainly being three of us, but we've got Count Factula here for the COGS special. We have a little game that I've created, and of course we have the Blank-O-Mattic. So those of you who are new to Sin and Gin, we break up our episodes into usually 4 parts.
Some would call them segments.
Segments, yes. And if you are new to this, please check out our episodes that are on all the streaming platforms, YouTube, Spotify, and Castbox, and all the others,
and all the jazz.
And if you're feeling a little bit threatened by what episode to start with, episode 17 is always a good one. Called "I'm the King of Spain." That's kind of our usual go-to to tell people to check out. So I think we should do some facts.
Yeah. Normally you ask us how our week is. I feel very remiss.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Actually,
you're all thrown out of whack by this female presence.
I am. I'm just shocked by her
grace,
beauty, and grace. Yeah. What was that laugh?
It's like Lou Reed. No, not Lou Reed. Who's? I'm not even thinking
Tom
of the.
Waits.
Tom Waits. Yeah.
Joe, how have you been?
Good. Good. Obviously, working hard, hardly working, whatever. The big revelation we found out, and if you listen back lots of episodes ago, we found out that Scooby-Doo. We said that Scooby-Doo's real name is Scuberculosis Doo, which was a funny joke at the time. It turns out Scooby-Doo has a first name, and it's Scoobert.
I mean, I like that. I'm going to call my first child that.
Well, and Shaggy is called Norville Rogers.
He looks like a
Norville Rogers.
Yeah, so he's related to you, Matt?
Yeah.
So good old Norville Rogers and Scuba Doo. And Scrappy Doo's middle name is Cornelius. I'm like, who wrote these things down? I didn't realise that it was an extended Scooby-Doo universe where they all had additional names, but here we fucking are. But
Wasn't there like an old one? Wasn't there like a granddad Scooby-Doo character as well?
Chlamydia Doo.
Chlamydia Doo.
Yeah.
That's
what was the relation of Scrappy Doo to Scooby-Doo? His nephew.
Yeah.
That means that Scooby-Doo has a sister or brother who
Maybe Scooby-Doo
fucked.
Oh.
fucked.
Wait, are we allowed to swear on this thing?
Sure.
I might edit it out. Nancy, make a noise that I can over-edit swear words with. Thanks.
Good.
Nancy, how's your week been?
My week has been
in the bunker.
Yeah, it's been a delight. It's been a retreat. My respite, I have found it.
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you want to elaborate on that?
Well, it's quite nice with the windows that make it kind of like a greenhouse, make it nice and warm. I can see beautiful trees. I can hear birdies.
What do you do in that room? Just FYI.
It's my fuck room.
It's the fuck bunk.
Oh,
fuck bunk.
No, I stole that from Peep Show.
Yeah, Big Nancy's fuck bunk.
Yeah, yeah.
There's an episode name.
Yeah, Matt, what have you been up to?
Well, hanging out with you yesterday.
Yeah.
Barbecue. I'm a little bit hungover today.
Yes, you were. I mean, Dave, who is a regular on our show, Mr. Graves, bought Matt a very, very large bottle of rum.
It's nearly 2 litre bottle of rum, and I probably did about 1 litre of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like a thirsty goldfish you were.
Yeah, I was just having such a good time at this barbecue. But yeah, I've been doing a bit of music. I think I'm ready to die now.
Yeah, I await death.
So now I think it's time to do Count Factula.
Let's do a fact.
Okay.
I've got facts for you. You've got facts for me. Well, here comes Count Factula to train you with his facts.
I am Count Factula.
Wow. Hi, Count Factula. You sound extremely menacing this week.
Did you just look away, Nancy, and go, fuck's sake?
I don't know what I was thinking.
Sorry, who's this Nancy? Don't you mean Count Factula?
Oh, yeah.
So Count Factula, if you've not watched the show before or listened to the show, or if this is the 37th time you've listened to us rabble on, Count Factula is the area of the show where we delight, amaze, and outstand each other with facts we found on the internet probably not too long ago, and with dubious levels of research. You can use these facts at your next cocktail party, because we all know you're a fancy bunch and you love a cocktail party. So this week's first fact is Victor.
Hello. That's me.
That's you.
So, have you guys ever been to prison?
Well, my neighbours are a prison, but I only went in once.
Your neighbours are a prison?
Belmarsh, but it's a long story how I went there one time. I would rather if Victor proceeded with his fact.
Okay. So this is a story of love with a prison. So in the 1986, a man called Michael Boujour was sentenced.
Boujour.
Yes, this was in France. He did an armed robbery.
He did a robbery. He did a shoot.
He was a burglar with his swag bag. He was only 34 years old, and he was sentenced to 18 years in prison after he got caught. And he was very much in love with his wife Nadine. Now, obviously, it didn't go down too well. Now, this is a real love story, and if you love someone, you should have this same amount of commitment. Now, Nadine was taking piloting lessons, which everyone thought was a new hobby. You know, her husband's just gone into prison and she needed something to distract herself. But it turns out they were actually planning an escape.
Wait, was she taking the piloting lessons anyway? Was it a happy coincidence, or she took him specifically with the
intent to get him out of prison?
Escape? Okay, fine.
Yeah,
well, it makes more sense.
Yeah, so it took her 3 months to get the license, and she would get it on the 27th of May, 1986, and she planned to free her husband on the 28th of May, so the next day at 10 a.m. She knew that a helicopter would not be enough, so she bought a toy pistol and spray painted it black to look real, as well as painted some oranges green so that they would look like grenades.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they probably look more like big limes, but sure.
Her plan was to threaten the guards with these fake weapons in order to get close for her husband to jump into the helicopter. So on escape day...
so you just said it was in France, isn't it?
Yeah.
A pistol versus prison guards. Don't they have armed guards on the perimeter?
I don't know. Maybe. So on escape day, this Michael ended up getting another guy on board to help him because he knew he couldn't get out of the prison by himself. This other guy, which doesn't have his name here, but tried to help him, and throughout the escape, that's his name, Pierre. Throughout the escape, he ended up getting caught. But Nadine flew the helicopter literally into the middle of the prison where Michael jumped on. No shots were fired during this escape. And they both managed to fly away, where they went to a football pitch where there was a getaway car waiting for them, and they actually managed to get away in a car after that. And by the time the police arrived at this helicopter, they were long gone, and they actually managed to escape and not get caught for a good number of years. They're like 3 years, where they managed to do this great prison escape. He was sent back for his original sentence and was freed in 2003. But yeah, he's still alive now, and they're still together. But that is film-worthy prison escape.
Yeah.
Wow. Nancy, don't you have a pilot license? Did you do it to break someone out of prison?
No, of course not. I'm noble. No, I nearly
noble.
I almost have one. I've not finished it. The only thing in the way is finances, but I can fly a small plane. Yeah.
Small plane,
I can't
Nancy.
drive a car. That's me all over.
You can fly a plane, can't drive a car. Right. What's your fact this week?
So my fact, in ancient Egypt, they used to have a fertility festival, and the pharaoh would jack off into the Nile because it was thought to bring prosperity.
But did they all just watch him? Like, ugh.
Sorry,
I believe so. And once he was finished, they were allowed to join in.
Sorry,
and,
just to clarify for our American audience, jack off is masturbate.
Jack off.
Just so we're all clear.
Yeah.
All reading from the same hymn sheet.
It was thought to allow prosperity and blessings to keep coming. Ha ha ha. So the sentiment was the sentiment of the ritual was so the river wouldn't dry up, and once he had finished, everyone else was invited to join in. And
so everyone started just
wanking into the river.
Only once he was finished.
Like you can imagine they're all there, like waiting, like go.
Was there a starter's pistol? What's the?
Yeah, like was it a family event? Like, is it a thing that you bring your family to? Like,
I think it was open to all.
I would think of the sexiest hieroglyphic I could think of, because that would have been their like porn in those days, right?
Yeah,
just like a really suggestive hieroglyph.
Oh, so what was it for? For fertility?
Yeah, for fertility and prosperity, and to keep the river
wet
from going dry. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Oh,
wow. I'm just interesting. So we've got The Great Escape and Wanky Rivers. So let me.
What's yours?
Yeah. As always, I keep picking really grim ones. Actually, not by choice. Are
you okay?
No. We're all dying inside. So I got mine from the website I Fucking Love Science, which is a great website if you've not come across it before. So it's about a man in the 1950s. So 1959, portrait artist and travel enthusiast. I'm going to get this name wrong. Malika de Fernandez. I've definitely butchered part of that. Oh, sorry, I've missed the beginning of the story off. Sorry, yeah, sorry,
on,
no,
Joe.
yeah, I know. God, there's so many adverts on this page; it's hard to read. No, sorry. In 1959, there was a lady called Malika de Fernandez, and she met a man, Peter Rain Bart. Basically, within 2 hours, this guy, red flags already. This guy asked her to marry him, and she said yes. So talk about whirlwind romance. 4 days later, 4 days after meeting each other, they were married. So there you go. Surprise, surprise. A few months later, the marriage broke down, and Malika began to travel the world again, and Mr. Peter stayed behind in the cottage in Cheshire, in England, which is in the north of England near Manchester, if anyone's keeping track. 2 years later, she disappeared completely. And obviously, your weirdo that proposed after 2 hours became suspect number one. So they searched up his property, dug up his garden, searched for remains. They couldn't find anything. And the case remained unsolved for 20 years. But it took a twist. So part of a body was discovered within a peat bog near his house. So yeah, and basically, Peter went, "Oh, you got me. Okay, fine. I murdered her. They found a head basically in this peat bog. They went, "Oh, yeah, I murdered her," because she was getting annoying or something. Turns out, though, what they found was a peasant from like medieval times. Because what you've got to bear in mind about peat is, peat bogs, not Peter the man, is that they contain a type of acid I've lost the name of it here.
Does it preserve stuff?
Yeah. So it's this acid comes from sphagnum moss. I don't know if I've got that right either. But basically it forms these acids that are incredibly good at preserving bodies. So you wouldn't be able to tell at first glance if it was one from 20 years ago or literally, I think
years.
Yeah, hundreds of years. So this was like early medieval times.
So was this peasant's head not a skeleton? It was an actual.
It was a full head, and that's why they thought. That's why they thought it was her. And he kind of went, "Shit, yep, you got me." But it turns out it was a medieval peasant's head. So, so he went away because of his lack of knowledge about how well peat bogs are preserved.
So
wow.
So he was like, I killed her, and then they're like, oh, actually, that's not the body. We need to actually find the proper body.
Well, they didn't. That's the interesting thing. They never found her body to this day. They've never found her actual body. So that remains technically unsolved. But he confessed because they thought that they'd found the head. They were like, "We found your ex-wife's head." So, so if you ever throw someone in a peat bog and they find it, don't be so quick to be like, "That was me." Take your time, buddy.
That was someone else.
Yeah, we found a body in the peat bog. Oh yeah, what they look like?
Yeah. My wife had a nose ring. Yeah. So basically, it was interesting. Yeah, well, they dated it and etc. And they were like, this woman is 400 years old. So yeah, that's your lot, isn't it?
Well, this is Camp Factula, and I think it's now time for a game.
Yep.
Okay, so we all like conventions and festivals and various things where we can go. We can either dress up or we can just see what's about.
Dress up as what?
Lizard men.
Oh, glad you said that. We're on the same page. Good.
We're going to go to the Great Lizard Men Festival.
Yeah.
So I did a bit of looking around to find some of the weirdest conventions. Oh,
excuse me. Almost died.
And some of the weirdest conventions, and I've also made up some conventions as well. So you've got to say whether it's a con or a non.
Wow.
I'm clutching at straws here, all right?
Oh, cool. I see there's a writer's strike in
Yeah.
Sin and Gin podcast naming conventions.
Yeah.
Am I keeping score?
Yeah, keep score. The first one is called Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Yeah. Like
the town, but also
LINCON, like Abraham Lincoln.
Is it?
It's an Abraham Lincoln convention.
That's a non.
What do you reckon?
Is non the real one?
No,
non's the fake one.
Oh yeah, duh. Well, I don't know. Some people really idolize him.
Yeah.
What happens?
What are you saying? Is it a con or non?
I reckon it's real.
It is real.
Damn.
Members dress up as the noble statesman, along with a gaggle of Mary Todds, retrace their former president's footsteps around Columbus, visiting the locations where he stood, and where he lay in state. The Mentown Egg Festival.
I think that's real.
The Mentown Egg Festival.
Yeah.
Wait, Mentown?
I feel that's too specific. I think that's real. Con.
I think it's real too.
It is true. It's when I say egg festival, it's actually the egg barbecue. You know the barbecue units?
Oh.
Yeah, not actual eggs. The Quebec Maple Convention.
Oh, I don't know if you've thrown us a red herring because they love maple syrup in Canada. Oh, of course they do. They've got it on their flag.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking
I don't think they've heard of it, Nancy. I think you should introduce it to them.
I was thinking of another Quebec. No. I think it's real, but yeah, maybe you're going to get us now.
It is non. It is not
Damn.
a convention.
I mean, I didn't say whether it was real or not, but sure.
Oh, okay. Sorry. The National Hobo Convention.
I mean, it sounds semi-offensive, but I don't know. Like, not to me, or maybe if I was a hobo.
I think none, because how would you get the invites out?
It's true.
Wow.
Yeah, people would dress up as homeless people.
That feels offensive.
This is in Iowa.
Oh,
Feels offensive.
Rufflecon.
that sounds real. But what's it all about? Roughly clothes? That sounds right up my street.
I imagine it's roll on the floor laughing.
Oh, I thought you like ruffle, like roughly items of.
I feel like it's something that could have happened in the 2000s. Yeah, no, not RuffleCon. Go to see all the latest ruffles. No, I feel like it's something that would happen in like 2006 to 2012, but I'm going to say none.
I'm going to say con.
It is a con. Yes, you're all right.
Shit,
though.
Nancy's creaming me.
It started in 2008, and it was.
Oh no, I was banging them right.
I know, and it was actually a meme festival.
Yeah, of course it fucking was.
Arsefest.
Whoa, that sounds good.
I'm gonna say none. I think that's too obvious. Could be a red herring again.
The thing is, I bet there is something called Arsefest, but it might not be an actual like.
So in some guy's garden.
Convention. I'm gonna say con, but I think I'm wrong.
It's a non. No, it's not a.
Too good to be true.
Got a point back. It's 3-2 to Nancy at the minute.
The Shepherd's Showcase.
None.
I think it's con, but I'm only because I watched Father Ted and I watched an episode where the sheep are in the competitions.
Only because I think sheep get judged at county fairs rather than conventions.
It's a non.
Yeah. See, I use a cold hard logic there. I've been to a county fair that was shit.
The Vent Haven Ventriloquist Convention.
Con.
I want to say con, but I also want a point over Nancy. I'm going to say non.
It's a con.
Yeah, I knew it was in my heart.
Okay, right. We're gonna do two more. Okay.
Yeah.
Pumps and Pistons.
That sounds real. I think I've been to it. Con.
Nancy was very confident there. I'm going to say non.
It's a non.
Yes. 4-all.
Okay, so this is the last one.
Oh, this is it. This is for the glory.
Showdown.
We're going to go with Blobfest.
I feel like this is one Matt would have definitely made up, but it feels like he said it so confidently. I don't know what it would be about. Mr. Blobby. I'm going to say it was Mr. Blobby and it was in the 90s, and I'm going to say it's a con.
Okay, Nancy?
I'm going to say con.
Oh, we're going to have to do another one after this one. It's
Well,
con.
Was it Mr. Blobby?
No,
strategic.
it was a festival based around the film The Blob.
I was strategic then because I thought if I say the same as Joe, then neither of us are getting a point.
Or then we'll just continue this indefinitely.
Okay, so you have to answer. Whoever answers first, if that's your answer, and the other person has to have whatever. We are going to go with the World Clown Association Convention.
Oh man, what if this is like it is real, but there's one word that's different? I'm going to say it's real.
I'm going to just to end this game. I would say it's non.
Yeah, that's a con.
Yeah.
Convention.
I mean, yeah, it was too obviously named, too sensibly named.
I know that lockdown has got to me because I'm not normally competitive, but I felt like I really wanted to win. It means so much.
But there was. I was looking at some of the worst conventions.
Yeah.
And there's one called Rainforest, which was a furry convention.
Oh.
And
Rain on me.
it sounds fucking mental. There was like police was involved. People were
At a fursuit convention.
yeah. they were turning off fire alarms so they could get high in their room. Like, apparently there were just constant fights.
I didn't realise it was like. I didn't realise the fursuit community was like that.
I thought they were chill and horny.
At this convention,
chill and horn with the fursuit guys.
At this convention, literally, it was just chaos. Like, everyone was having sex, everyone was doing drugs, fighting.
I want to ask. I mean, no offense to any furries on the call. I want to know what the inside of some of those suits smells like. You know?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Deep
I think
salt.
Deep salt.
Deep salt. Yeah.
My upcoming film.
Peat Bog.
Yeah.
I think it's time for a Blank-O-Mattic.
I think it's time for a Blank-O-Mattic. Yes, absolutely.
Blank-O-Mattic, it's chromatic, it's dramatic. Blank-O-Mattic, it's Blank-O-Mattic.
Okay, weenies, it is time for the Blank-O-Mattic. And this week, it's a slightly shorter one, but we are going to make our own comic book convention.
Oh, of course. You're fucking loving conventions today.
Well, it's for COGS Fest. You know, it's a good convention. I thought I'd do some more convention-based themes. So yes, we're gonna make our own Comic-Con Blank-O-Mattic. Now, those of you who don't know what the Blank-O-Mattic is, we find a generator online where you can put in nouns, adjectives, and etc. And we press OK. And to you Americans, it's probably known as Mad Libs. So yeah. So the first thing we need is an adjective.
Ooh, as always, magnificent.
Yeah, I like magnificent. Right, we need a noun.
Ooh. Shock penis. Multi-limbed, multi-penis attack drone.
I like multi-limbed attack drone.
Multi-limbed attack drone.
We need another noun.
Go on, Nancy.
12-story car park.
12-story car park.
Their name.
Pick up a parking lot. Ooh la la.
And I'm gonna go. There's another noun, and I'm gonna choose sausage. Something to do with the sausage.
A very long sausage.
What? One long sausage.
One long sausage. Oh, Long Johnson.
Oh, Lord Johnson. We need another adjective.
Dishevelled.
Bloodstained.
Oh, bloodstained. Yeah.
We need a noun.
Worried worm. Wilfred the worried worm.
Wilfred the worried worm. That's a good kids' book name. Full name of a person. Nancy, give us a first name.
Manfred.
Manfred.
Manfred Della.
Della. Dildo.
Cool.
Della Compans.
Manfred Della Compans. Yep.
He's Spanish.
Yep. All right. Manfred Della Compans, brackets, he's Spanish. We need another noun. Death onion. Yep.
Christ slipper.
Pickle pie.
Christ's pickled pie.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ's.
Winter willy wraps.
Jesus Christ's winter willy wraps. We need another first name of a person.
Petunia. Nancy, middle name?
Lemonita.
Petunia Lemonita.
Brackets, also Spanish. I like it as first name of a person, but we just got Petunia Lemonita. We need a noun. Bog pit.
Surprise Shart.
Surprise Shart. So we need 2 adjectives.
Ooh.
Oozing.
Oh, that's a good one. What kind of
that came too fast to you?
Oh, and mushy.
Oh, oozing and mushy.
We need 2 nouns.
Oh Christ! My parents' divorce.
Nightmare fursuit.
Brave clam.
Yeah.
We've got Wilfred the Worried Worm and Brave Clam.
Shit charity wristband.
Shit charity wristband. I don't know what goes gone in your head. We need 3 verbs, base form. Nancy, give us a verb.
Pulminating. Is that a word?
You need pulminate. I don't know if that is a word.
Pulminate.
That's good point. Is that a word? Let's Google it.
Yeah, what does it mean?
Pulminate.
I'm going to go with shake.
Did you mean did you mean pulmonate? What does it mean? What do you mean?
I don't know. It just.
It's a mollusk.
That's a noun.
Did you mean fulminate?
No,
which is
I felt a strong puh.
fulminate is to explode violently.
Let's go with that.
What is it? Fulminate.
Like fulminate.
Okay, so fulminate to explode violently.
Yep.
And Joe, what's your
slosh?
Slosh.
Slosh.
Shake, fulminate, and slosh.
Everyone learned a new word today.
We need 2 adjectives. Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic is good.
And turbulent.
Abnormal.
Abnormal, yeah. And last of all, we need a proper noun. I don't know what a proper noun is.
Shop.
What is a proper noun?
Isn't it like a place? Paris. Like New York,
yeah,
New York, or
yeah. You're right. Okay, so we can choose a place. What about
where would a con be?
Hastings.
Hastings.
Yeah.
Hastings.
1066 Hastings.
1066 Raw Dog Hastings.
Raw Dog Hastings. Battle of Raw Dog Hastings.
The Battle of Raw Dog Hastings.
Okay, right. That's it. I'm going to kick play. Everyone take a drink.
Oh, yeah. That's the tradition. Closing down my other windows.
Okay. The comic book convention.
God.
San Diego Comic-Con. We didn't say San Diego, but it's given us San Diego.
Sure.
San Diego Comic-Con is the most magnificent comic book convention.
Yep.
But did you know there is another multi-limbed attack drone convention that's quickly growing in popularity?
Oh, yeah.
They're similar. They're similar.
Yeah.
It's called New York 12-story car park. One long sausage.
Well, they need to work on that name. It's a bit long.
Yeah. Taking place in New York City, also known as the blood-stained Wilfred the Worried Worm.
Hey, guy, have you been to New York? You know, Wilfred the blood-stained, what is it?
Blood-stained Wilfred the Worried Worm. Also known as the Big Apple.
Yeah.
As many as 100,000 people show up to meet such famous people as Manfred de la Campant, he's Spanish, the creator of Jesus Christ Winter Willy Wraps Man. That's a superhero. Jesus Christ Winter Willy Wraps Man. And TV legend Petunia Lemonita, also Spanish, Shatner. Just put Shatner on the end.
Lemonita Shatner. Did she marry William? Her maiden name was Lemonita, but she married William Shatner.
Who is best known for his role as surprise Shart Kirk.
Surprise Shart Kirk.
Whenever they need, in Star Trek, whenever they have Kirk to go, oh, I've just shit myself.
Yeah.
They bring in Petunia Lemonita Shatner.
Yeah, she's the bum double.
Yeah. So that William Shatner doesn't have to shit himself.
So doesn't shit himself on camera. She has got the exact same arse as William Shatner. That's rare to find in Hollywood.
Yeah. Years of hunting for that.
Yeah.
Of course, the convention can get a little oozing. With so many people, things are bound to be mushy. Brave Clam Shit Charity Wristband, the organisation that runs the show,
Brave Clam Shit Charity Wristband,
has an effective motto when planning everything. Okay?
Yep.
Shake, fulminate, and when you think you're done, slosh some more.
So shake, explode violently, and slosh.
In the blood.
So I just feels like someone's like, and then just everything, all their insides just slosh out.
All in all, as long as the enthusiastic 1066 Battle of Raw Dog Hastings are under control, it's a pretty abnormal convention.
I mean, will the Battle of Hastings, Raw Dog, whatever, ever be under control?
No, it won't. It's those damn Saxons.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Convention.
Yeah, so thanks all for listening to this COGS special Sin and Gin episode. Please check out our other episodes. Head over to Spotify, etc. Please give us a like on Facebook. Yes, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search for Sin and Gin in YouTube and you'll find us where we have the videos of all our episodes. And if you're new to Sin and Gin, I recommend starting on episode 17 and going to random ones after that. So thank you very much and goodbye.
Goodbye. Love you. Bye.
Sayonara.